I thought it was a great environment today. You know, proud of my team's effort on the comeback. I thought the first quarter killed us, and from an offensive standpoint, I feel like we missed so many layups. Most times when we do uncharacteristic stuff like that, you know, most times it comes down to maybe a fatigue factor, a shock factor, but nevertheless, I thought that was the deciding factor of the game. So every time we made a push, it was for us to get back in the game and not pull away.
Coach, last year in March, you were tweeting about watching Marshall play when Kim was the coach over at Marshall. What do you remember about watching those games, and what's it like now playing against it here in the SEC?
Yeah, I thought it was a unique style then, and it's still a unique style now. I wish this wasn't our third game of the week. You know, I thought we would have been a little bit more fresh. I'm not taking anything away from them, but with their style, is not a team that you want to play their third game in 6 days. But nevertheless, I do think it's a style that is going to be very good in tournament style play. Because they're just going to wear teams down. And if you don't have a lot of time to prepare, it could be detrimental.
Coach, a big difference in the game was just Tennessee scoring off turnovers, getting those 24 points. You guys only had 4 off turnovers, which is, not normal for you guys. Just what do you feel like was a difference in that today?
Well, probably if I could do it again, we would have had a lot of points off for turnovers as well, but I was trying to control the pace. Just because I knew this was our third game. And I really wish we probably could have run with them because we turned them over 20 times. So it's not like we didn't have opportunities. But if we were unsure, we took a couple quick shots early, and it costed us. And so I started to slow my team down and then started to pick them back up. So that could be a little bit misleading from our standpoint. But nevertheless, we turned it over, and I was telling our team, like, first of all, we don't turn it over a lot, but we don't get pressed in this style a lot. So I was telling them just to hold the ball as long as we could set our defense up. But that's hard to get your team to do from a pride standpoint and a discipline standpoint, and they made us pay.
Coach, like I asked KK, when Tennessee and Ole Miss meet, it's going to be a physical game. But I think there were 37 fouls called.
Yeah.
Is it hard for both teams to get into any kind of rhythm, especially with those long reviews in a game like this?
Well, we really enjoyed the reviews because we needed the break. Again, this is our third game in 6 days. And the first one was when we beat Kentucky. So it's not like we've been playing cupcakes. And this is our second game of the road in 6 days. So for us, it didn't make a difference. I mean, I think two teams were playing to win. I thought if we beat Tennessee, we would have been the 16th seed in the top 16. I thought if they beat us, they would be in the top 16. They beat us. They're in the top 16. We still have them beat in conference standings. So it was an important game, a lot of emotions, and, I thought both teams were trying to win.
Jewel Spears had a couple good games against you guys. I'm just wondering, do you see a difference in her this year where maybe she's, improved her game in certain ways compared to last year?
Not really. I mean, she had 30 on us last year. We just beat them. We just scored more points than them. So I think she's pretty consistent. What I like about Jewel is she's just a high character person. Even in the scuffles and stuff, she was completely under control the whole time. Just mature. That's her experience from playing USA basketball, and she knows how to put the ball in the basket. So not surprised. I wish we could have guarded her better. It was as if we didn't know.
Coach, was it the plan to take some of those early threes to start the game, or you just think they had open shots and wanted to take them?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if you're going to beat a team like Tennessee, you have to be disciplined. They remind me of Troy back in the day, Shonda Rigby. That's how they played, and they were in our conference. The game, when you play Tennessee, can't be in the 80s. The game has to be in the 60s. So you have to limit those possessions, and you have to humble yourself and just be like, you know what? I know I can make this three, but right now, let me go and get a layup. And that was the game plan. But it's hard because, you know, your team, they're full of competitors, and they want to punch back at them. I thought we could punch back. I didn't like the way we did. Nevertheless, we still missed like 5-6 layups in the first quarter. That was the difference in the game, if you ask me. And then we broke a little bit in the third, and then fought back in the fourth. But I just think the way they play, they're always going to give you a chance to be in the game. So, you know, styles make fights, and they just got the better of us today.
Okay, let's go to Zoom questions.
You know, you got cost 20 turnovers on Tennessee, but only 4 points off of it. Was it kind of what you were alluding to earlier, just the offense not being uncharacteristic?
No, I mean, for us, when we got the turnovers, if we didn't have a layup, we didn't try to score right away. We wanted to use the clock. If I see them again, which, you know, I don't mind if I see them again, we would probably approach that a little bit differently, because we were super aggressive in the second, third, and fourth, and we scored 21, 20, 23. So if I could do it again, I probably would have allowed the team to be a little bit more free. But again, Jake, it's not an excuse. This is a fact. This was our third game in 6 days, second on the road. We couldn't keep that pace up. So it's hindsight, but either way, you make those layups, and then we're talking about how we're hosting, you know. But luckily for us, we only have 3 more games, and we have 2 more opportunities to play South Carolina and LSU. If we beat them, we're back in the mix. So, you know, it is what it is.
Any more questions? Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.